So look, as far as digital is concerned, at its backbone is technology, right? And as consumerization of digital and digital as a medium takes place, technology, frankly, is no longer a barrier as far as consumers are concerned. Technology has enabled the fact that you no longer need to invest in high-end infrastructure. So the cost barrier has gone. But more importantly, technology is actually allowing consumers to consume content not just in one form or through one medium and one device. But at the same time, uh, what needs to be done as far as technology is concerned is to leverage it to ensure seamless experience as far as content consumption is concerned. And depending on the consumer is not going to be not going to be bothered about what kind of bandwidth he's having at this point in time. He would, for him, availability of content and seamless consumption of content is the most critical, right? So he's going to be least bothered whether his phone is showing 3G or it's showing Edge, or he's he's using a high end Wi-Fi connection or a regular low end broadband connection. The expectation of content consumption is going to always be that I would like to get my video just like it comes on a television screen, right? Irrespective of what infrastructural changes take place. I mean, take DTH as an example. During rainy season or during overcast conditions, you frequently have outages as far as DTH is concerned. And so far, people were okay with it because there was no other alternative. But now, with digital video coming into play, and that's where conveniently during rainy season people quickly switch on the IP mode or the internet mode of viewing content, which is available both live as well as VOD today, and that's where technology and content producers need to ensure that we leverage everything possible specific to the context of video, have video consumption possible in different bit rates and different stream qualities, so that at the end of the day, buffering and unavailability of content doesn't become a factor that the consumer has to contend with, right? Because for him, it's very clearly, I couldn't care less. I just want to watch my content now, and that's where technology needs to play a role. That's where you know better content data networks, better bandwidth, better infrastructure, better faster workflow processing. All of that needs to come in to ensure that the consumer gets the content in the best quality possible, in the fastest possible time, without having to wait for it, right? And that's where the effort has been for us as well. If you look at news, and I'll give an example of news, for instance. If you look at news, news is something that has to be immediate. I mean, has to be as fast as possible to from the point that that particular event has occurred. Now, earlier, even on television, there would be a delay of, let's say, an hour to 2 hours from the time a particular event has taken place. Today, more and more and more, the consumer expectation is that I want to watch it live, and live means really live. Live means real time. It does not mean deferred live or 5 minutes after the event, and so on and so forth. And that's where technology comes into play. That's where technology comes into play to not just ensure that the entire shooting, processing, graphics, packaging, everything happens in almost a real time way, and also broadcasting, so that at the end of the day, when the consumer wants to watch that content, wants to watch a particular event taking place, he is not having to wait for just because the content producer's technology didn't allow for it, right? So that's the key, and I could get into specifics in terms of what we do, but I don't think that's really relevant here.